All right, everyone, welcome to game one of this week's GSL bracket. Today we're casting this best of three series. It's between Polestar and Pookie Bears in today, and I'm Liliana. I'm joined by Axeman87 as my co-caster, and we're hopping straight into this draft.
What's up, guys? It's Axeman87 here on the call with you. Thank you for the introduction, Miliana. I don't think I've covered too many of these through RTR, but we're getting into it nonetheless. Pookie Bears, Paul Star up for you. The bands are starting out in earnest, and already it's the Rengar band taken away. That's going to leave up a key band, something like the Lucian, the Renata, the Karma bands that we've been seeing so often these
Ooh.
first three rounds, is instead a Rengar band here for Zaijian.
Yeah, and we can see the Karma band out. There's still a lot of power picks up, such as the Varus, the Maokai, and the Lucian. So we're gonna have to see what Polestar is looking to prioritize on that B1. It seems like it's gonna be picking up that Lucian for Enthralled.
For me, Miliana, on R1, R2 here, it's got to be Callista Renata. I think, we see the Varus
Ooh,
hovered a little
Varus,
bit.
also a really high priority pick. Champion gets a lot of prio on lane and great range, and looks like Pookie Bear is just gonna take away the Milio as well from the Lucian. So Pulse probably is gonna have to be forced to pick a Nami here.
Yeah, Nami coming up for you. That is a very strong lane. Really nice transition in the mid game there, too. That said, very difficult to gank this bottom lane. This Varus Melio. Kimmler and James will be very safe in that lane.
And they're gonna go blind Akasante as well. I don't think they're able to flex this pick, Pulse, because I've seen some teams do a flex mid Kasante, but I'm not sure that Pulse are able to do that. And Pookie Bear is going to be hovering on Lilia. This champion is so disgustingly OP on this patch, I think. I mean, she just does so much damage and runs around killing everyone.
We like the Lilia pick for sure. Udyr
Oh,
going to be the counter pick on that R3 pick into Kasanti. They're going to leave up the jungle pick and the mid lane pick for the red side counter pick there. Should be jungle on 4 and mid for that final pick. We'll get a couple more bands coming through here, Miliana. What are we thinking for the bands?
well, I think Pulse might want to ban the Lilia that they hovered, as Lilia's just really strong right now. But with Pookie Bears banning the Jin Zhao, I don't think they want to pick Lilia, actually. I don't really know why, because I'm pretty sure Lilia is a really good pick into Jin Zhao. So I'm a bit confused about what they want to do here.
Yeah, I'm a little confused as well. I think we're all learning together what both of these teams like to draft. I saw the Lee Sin hovered briefly there from
I
Pookie
don't
Bears
think
too.
anyone's
Could be
playing
the
Lee Sin.
ban. Oh,
Oh
there you
wow,
go.
never mind. It is.
Yeah, I
Well, I
got you
guess
covered.
Zaijian does play that champ. I mean, I'm kind of surprised, and looks like a Kali gonna be banned as well. No surprise there. A Kali, both the mid laner and top laner are able to play that champ, so it's a really powerful flex for Pulse. It's Ruppy's favorite champ, I think, and he plays it a lot. So no surprise to see that target ban for Pookie
Definitely,
Bears.
definitely a rappy pick there
Yeah,
coming through.
definitely.
Should be one last jungle ban. I like the Lilia ban. I think that's a lot of character
Mm,
to this draft. I mean, they've already banned away Rengar. They might as well focus
ooh,
ban him down.
it's in
But it's
Azir.
Vance that's going to eat the Azir ban.
Yeah, and that is pretty interesting. So Lilia is still up here, but which is an option for Pookie Bears, I guess. But I'm not sure if they're gonna take it because it doesn't look like they intended to pick Lilia based on the bans that they had. So I'm not sure what they want to go for this R4. I'm guessing it's probably jungle. I mean, I guess the Udyr can still be flexed into jungle, but I'm not sure how good it is. Oh, Poppy?
Yeah, I'm not really sure either. Poppy coming through there. It could be the jungle pick, like you were talking about the flex again, either top or jungle. But then that final mid pick for red side will be for Pookie Bears. We're looking for a jungler now for Pulse Star. They want a mid laner of their own here too.
Ooh.
They'll pick up the brand jungle and move the Tristana into the mid lane there. Two big crit 80 carries coming at you. That makes it a
Ooh.
little bit difficult to itemize here if you're the front line from Pookie Bears.
Yeah, and Brand just does so much damage. Just champion presses R, and your team just like explodes sometimes. It feels like so. Definitely
Yeah,
a really interesting combo. I mean, combo with the Nami Tide Color's Blessing buff, Brand damage can be so insane.
yeah, it could be wild. It's a lot of magic damage too, right? And with double marksman in the composition, it makes it really difficult for Pookie Bears to itemize. I think normally you look at the brand, you look at the Nami, like you said, and you think, okay, well, I need Kanik Ruker and I need to be able to block that magic damage. But you got so much physical damage coming out of the composition as well. You're getting shredded through the end of this game, and that is not a good place for Royal or Zaijian to be in. But you do have a lot of opportunity to play from range as well. I think that Corki can play from far back. The Varus similar there too. It really is on Polestar to get into that required range of their composition and to try to make things happen.
I mean, I completely agree. There's so much poke on the side of Pookie Bears with the Corki, the Varus, and the Milio. I mean, Milio Corki is also a really nice combo, I think, because you get that burn passive from the Milio on your Corki rockets, and it just adds to that poke and adds to the Varus poke as well. So definitely really nice drafts by both sides, and I'm excited to see how this game plays out.
Now, Miliana, I don't know how many games you've covered this tournament so far, this qualifier, but I've seen some truly cursed Corky performances from NA Tier
Oh
3 players.
no.
I'm not gonna name names. We're not gonna name names
Oh,
or
they're
call
not
anybody
doing
out or
that,
anything like
surely.
that. But yeah, it's been a little tough. So we'll see if
Yeah.
Vamps has it in him. Obviously, I'd like to believe, but I've seen a lot of rockets going wide.
Yeah, I mean, no surprise there. I mean, many seasons ago, I mean, before I even played League, I know Corky was a really staple of pro play, and then they changed something about him, and then no one played him anymore. Like, and then suddenly this season, after like the Malignants came out, Corky started becoming meta again and started becoming a pick that people actually played. So I'm guessing people haven't played Corky in 3, 4 years or whatever since he fell out of favor with the meta and just hasn't been back since. So I'm guessing there's a lot of people who either haven't played Corky before or are picking it up after 3 years of not playing him.
Certainly, and all that damage does come from those rockets. You got to hit them down range. You got to be pretty consistent with them as well to get the most out of the champion. Of course, it's also just risk reward when you talk about the package, right? I mean, you got to get into some pretty hairy situations, we'll say,
Mm-hmm.
some pretty close range fights there with the package
Yeah.
as well, and getting that down in the correct position is very important. Yeah, I'll agree with you there. Corki Azir meta came out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm. Well, Azir was kind of meta, like even at last World and last season and stuff. Like he was played, but Corki just kind of just came back out of nowhere, like literally.
Certainly here. Looks like we're getting onto the Rift for you folks. Not expecting too much in the terms of level 1 action. There's a lot of power on the side of Pulse. Not too much on the side of Pookie Bears, though. They'll probably play this one a little bit slower. Try to look to the mid game for some action.
Yeah, I mean, both teams really interesting comps. I mean, Pulse is a lot more short range than Pookie Bears, I'd say. But besides that, we can definitely see win conditions for both teams, and both teams have a really like good avenue to try and win this game.
Certainly. I think the team fights from both sides are going to be especially
Oh
explosive.
no.
Looking forward to that here. We'll see. Got no items for Zaichian. We'll get the reset off, though. Should be back in time for the 1:30 mark for those camps to spawn.
Yeah, well, I'm glad that he was able to remember to buy his jungle item because I remember, I think this was during MSI, one of the junglers forgot to buy their
Oh my
jungle item and
gosh.
took the first camp, and then he just
Yeah.
didn't level up, and it was such a disaster.
That was a CB Law jungler. That was Croc. I actually covered Croc that
Oh,
split, and yeah,
oh no.
that was something we talked about domestically
That's
for the entire
really
year.
unfortunate. I mean, that's really embarrassing. I mean, it happens, but like,
Yeah,
you know.
no, it's tough out here. It is
It
tough
is
out
tough.
here.
I mean, it's not something you want to happen to you, for sure.
No, definitely not. Happens to me all the time, though. Normally, I just pretend it doesn't happen and just do my best without the items. But I'm kind of a proud guy. That Phoenix form, look at that. Cozy taking all the damage. You got to walk out of the circle, man.
Oh my gosh, Cozy just can't even walk up to the wave. Is Udyr just so annoying?
Yeah, no, it definitely is. Phoenix Dance, so overpowered. Riot, please help us. But
Oh, I know.
Cozy just not going to have a good time in this lane until he gets that Canic Rukern down. And he should be doing a lot better, but it's a long ways out.
Yeah, I mean, this lane looks like such a pain for Cozy right now. He just can't even walk up to the wave. He's sacking CS and XP.
Yeah, he really is. Honestly, he's lucky he's not getting proxied right now behind his turret.
Oh yeah, I mean, I've seen
Yeah,
so many Udyrs do that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
it's
tough
quite
to watch.
annoying. And then they like start invading your jungler, and then your jungler is also depressed. It's just, oh my gosh, that was his first CS. Cozy just got his first CS, guys. Did you see that?
He got it. Put one up on the board. Take a look at the bottom right of your screen, and you'll see the mini-map there. And in that mini-map, you'll notice Kryra's up on like 3 camps on Zaiqian. Not sure what's going on there. He's speeding through this jungle at the moment.
He's full clearing.
And, yeah, Zaiqian is taking their time, we'll say, just on the 4th camp there. And looks like Kryra's about to start his 6th. Should be able to step out onto the Scuttle Crabs here. And maybe even look to take both of them and see where he's at.
Ooh, trade gonna be happening on his bot lane. Time taking kind of low here, but has to sustain with those cozy campfires.
He's gonna step up into the river here. I don't think Zaiqian's gonna challenge.
I mean, he does have some bot priority, I think, but Pulse is shoving it back out. And we can see that Brand is a level up, has that extra camp, and wow, huge trade onto Kimmler in the bot lane once again. And it looks like somehow Zaiqian has secured that Scuttle.
Wow, that's an incredible effort. It looks like a vision control difference. I think he might have had that vision ward set up a little bit earlier.
Or maybe the
just
smite
didn't
fight.
notice it. Yeah, it could have been the smite down there too, but whatever the case was, Zaiqian looks much better now. It's gonna be a fight to that top side. I think Royal's got him.
Yeah, Cozy trying to get away with that Pathmaker, but he's stunned up. He can't move, he's so low, and he's just gonna go down. First blood over to X-Row in that solo kill.
Really tough matchup there for Cozy, but you're gonna get some MR under your wings and hopefully stabilize out there for him. Zaiqian taking his time there too. He's gonna take the reset back in, look for the Krugs that have respawned on the Rift. But yeah, just a little bit down still from that Brand. The clear speed is wild, Miliana.
Yeah, Brand's clear speed is insane, especially if you just are allowed to full clear and you're not really getting invaded or anything. You can just clear your camps so fast. I would drop in another trade with Kimmler here. Aqua Prison not quite gonna connect from a B though.
Not gonna quite connect. I love seeing what the junglers want to do when you look at these early objectives. You have the Grubs spawning and the Dragon spawning just now. Looks like they're both top side with Brand pathing down bot. He's taking a lot of damage.
Oh yeah, but Cozy already really low. I mean, they both TP'd back lane and reset, but gonna go on to Kimmler here, but he's really low on mana. Kimmler has the barrier to preserve his health, and he's not quite gonna go down either.
No, not gonna go down quite yet. Zaiqian is gonna step up, start taking these Krugs down. It'll be the contest from Pulse.
Yeah, looks like the fight gonna start going down. The Pillar Flame does not quite connect, but Cozy is here. That Udyr's gonna be taken really low. Udyr's gonna go down to Repi first, and Repi has those resets, has that rocket jump, is now looking onto Zaiqian, who's trying to get away.
Cozy.
Ooh, Cozy's getting kind of low, but Zaiqian does not quite connect his abilities. Cozy's still alive, but he's gonna go down anyway. Vamps though, the last man standing on the side of Pookie Bears. Repi is trying to find something, has that bomb. Pillar Flame does connect, and it's 1 for 3 for the side of Pulse. A triple kill over to Repi on this Tristana.
Beautiful work from Repi, keeping the consistent damage down on all members of Bear throughout that fight. Really nicely done. Kryra's going to clean this one up and get all 3 Krugs, not Krugs, Grubs for their team, just the 2. Thank you, production. Holy cow. But they get the 2 Grubs down. Should be able to clean up with 5 if they start to control the top side of the map. That's going to require Cozy to stabilize in the top lane.
Yeah, and I feel like Repi just got so fed randomly off that fight. 3 kills, that's 900 gold over to this Tristana. And he is up so much on his enemy mid laner now. Not the fight that Pookie Bears wanted to take.
No, not quite the fight whatsoever. And it looked like it was going so... Oh my goodness, Royal.
Oh, X-Royal taking really low. Cozy,
wow.
He's fighting back. He's got a solo kill back onto X-Royal in the top lane.
That's incredible work there from Cozy. Can't believe it, right? I mean, he gets the cloak out, and that is just enough to cancel out the damage from Phoenix stance.
Ooh, Kimmler gonna go forward onto a B, but does he know
Kryra.
that Kryra is here? Kimmler channels that piercing arrow, but Kryra gonna get knocked back by that super mega fire kick, and Kimmler has to flash away with his life.
Great disengage from James, and a heads-up play there to look over and see the Brand. That was not on vision. Just came walking out of the fog of war. Knocks him back with those abilities. Really nicely done. We'll back off for the time being, but that is Dragon back over the side of Pulse. Another objective for them here, Miliana.
Yeah, and Pulse are just stacking up these objectives, and this brand is still so ahead. Even despite the fact he's up objectives, he's also just up camps and XP too.
Certainly is for the time being. Taking a look at the
Yeah.
gold now. Saijian actually up a little bit, which is interesting.
Oh, yeah,
Wouldn't
I mean,
really
he
have
has a
expected
kill.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, and Enthrall trying to trade forward on Skimmer, but the Aqua Prism once again not quite connecting, and Piercing Arrow will chunk Enthralled out quite a bit.
Yeah, nice little damage down there. Should be getting one of our first packages here from Vamp soon.
Yeah, and we're gonna see if he takes it or not. I mean, he's probably gonna wait until a Rift Herald or a Dragon contest, or else there's really no point of picking it up.
No point. Well, I want to see him shut down Reppy. I think it was. I'm thinking 3-man dive. I think if we set Reppy up here, Evelyn ourselves a little assassination attempt in the mid lane, but that'll require some movement from Saijian.
I would, and looks like he's going for a dive onto this bot lane instead, but Kryra, he might sniff it out. No, he doesn't. I mean, the wave isn't quite gonna crash. There's only 3 minions here, 4 Pookie Bears. This is not diveable for sure.
Yeah, not diveable at all if you're the Poppy, but it could have been good. The dream was there. I don't think they would have fared much better in the mid lane, if we're honest.
Ooh, Kryra is here. I'm not sure if they know. Oh my gosh, what is gonna happen? Kryra is hovering, waiting for this. This is a huge counter dive, and there's that Chains of Corruption that's gonna connect, but Enthralled, he's able to survive for so long, and Zaijin, it's a 1-for-1 trade so far though. Enthralled actually gonna go down there, but Kryra and a B can't quite find more.
Not bad, not bad. I'll be honest, I'm watching the setup of this play. I think things go a lot worse for the Pookie Bears there. Going 1-for-1, I think, is probably the best that they could have hoped for. But,
yeah, I agree.
Yeah, that counter dive was absolutely nasty. Reppy forward.
I mean, I agree, but I feel like Pulse could have executed it a bit better. I mean, I don't think Enthralled needed to die there at all.
Yeah, no. I mean, it's difficult to see a reason why he should have, right? I mean, you got the dash, you got so much safety from Nami. And it just goes down anyway.
Yeah, and with Kryra in the counter gank, it's absolutely huge, but not well executed by Pulse, but really good idea by them to cover that dive.
Oh, I love this. The Corki has that new rune. Have you seen this one? It's like, what's it called? Triple Elixir or something?
Oh, yeah, the free skill point.
Isn't that fun? Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
He's got that last one, I think. Okay.
Oh, Aqua Prison gonna connect onto Kimler, and Thrall is gonna do quite a bit of damage, but he gets chunked back quite a bit by the Varus, too.
Is it really called Aqua Prison?
Yeah, it is Aqua Prison.
For all of my money, I would have called it the Bubble. I just thought it was called that. Wow, that is a better name, I guess. Grub's going down now inside Gian taking those. We thought Kryra might have an angle on these with Reppy being so fed, but it's looking like he's getting pushed in now. They lose topside control.
Yeah, and we can see that the Poppy does have tempo on Kryra in the jungle, and he just got there first, but Kryra is still clearing on his top side.
Yeah, Zaijian kind of like sacking the jungle camps for map control right now. He's down 20 CS.
There's that Valkyrie in his package, and Reppy's gonna be taking really low, but Reppy, he wants to turn this around. He flashes forward, actually.
Close.
Oh,
rocket!
There's the rocket barrage, and Reppy gonna go down. I'm not sure why he tried to do that, but yeah, I mean, huge shutdown, but the Kim, we're gonna get connected by that tidal wave. He's gonna take it really low, and they're gonna flash forward, try and get this kill, and he's got it. Meanwhile, it looks like James is going to be chased down now, but Zaijian is also on the way, and Enthralled and a B have to back off.
Really nice offensive Nami wave there from a B. I like to see it. So often it's used as a disengage tool, but you can really catch some folks out with those waves. A lot of fun to use it that way. Can't believe Reppy got caught by that rocket, man. That's so fun.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he needed to flash forward at all during that fight. He could have just walked away and said, Corki, no package, you know, like...
Yeah, definitely.
And Corki wouldn't have his package for Dragon, and he just like completely wasted an FL solo kill. It could have been huge for Pulse, but unfortunately, Vamps does get back into the game somewhat. He's got 600 gold off that shutdown, so absolutely huge for this Corki, but I don't think he's gonna have package for this Dragon fight.
He might have mana immune. We'll have to see how many of his spells he can use before he gets to that point. It's getting pretty close. I think you need 300 something.
Yeah. Well,
360? Oh, might not be close, huh?
He's not gonna get it.
Spells. Ooh, hey, we'll see. He's putting the work in.
Oh yeah, he definitely is. I mean, both teams now just looking to set up around this river area for this dragon. I mean, Pulse has gotten Prowl now, but Pookie Bears were in the river first.
Now is a difficult time for Pulse.
Zaijian gonna be able to stun up and throw it against that wall. He's gonna get stunned. He's gonna go down immediately.
Here.
And Reppy, he's trying to do something. He's trying to come, but Cryo's gonna go down. It's a double kill to Vamps. And this looks like such a disaster for Pulse, but Cozy is here. He's ghosting. Maybe he can look for something, but no, he can't. And he is just not able to do anything. And Pulse have just lost 2 members, but doesn't seem like Pookie Bears can do the Drake.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think Pulse probably are able to take this one away from them. They did lose their jungler in that exchange, so they might slow things down a little bit, and it might come back to another fight over this particular objective.
Oh yeah,
but
definitely.
yeah, for Pookie Bears, really nice victory for themselves. They get Vamps back up to that 3-1 position, back up even with Reppy, and now they're scaling super effectively into the late game with that Corki. And he's hitting the rockets, too. I talked all that smack about NA Corkis, and the guy's playing it perfectly.
And it looks like it's actually going to be Pulse who are first in this objective, as Pookie Bears are a bit off tempo. Their bot lane has to look for the recall now. So definitely a little awkward that Pookie Bears won the fight but lost to Drake. But they should be happy taking away 600 gold regardless.
Certainly. Dragon goes down to the second dragon for him. And the Hex Gates activate. Love me some good Hex Gates. Honestly, I think this is huge for Udyr. Cozy running down Vamps, not going to be able to catch him.
Yeah, and we're just going to see some more laning continuing. I mean, Herald is up. It looks like Zaijian is first to that objective. And Cryer is just looking to invade that bot side. So just another cost map going to be performed by these 2 teams. Pookie Bear is getting that Rift Herald, and Cryer getting some bot side camps. But it looks like there's going to be a dive on that bot lane. I think Millie will just flash, and Trambler gonna go down in that exchange, and looks like James might be in a bit of trouble as well. Cryer is looking for him. James tries to escape to his tower and kicks Cryer away, but I don't know if he can survive this. Vamps does have TP though, but I don't think he's interested in using it. Nope, never mind. Yeah. James is just gonna go down. I mean, it's 2 kills for Pulse for a Rift Herald. It doesn't seem very worth for Pookie Bears.
No, I don't think so whatsoever. They'll drop that Rift Herald, run it through the mid lane, though. Vamps trying to take that turret down.
Or is Reppy in a bit of trouble, but he's not going to quite get stunned up, but it doesn't even matter. Reppy just going to go down to Zaijian.
Love that Poppy pick. Really, really nicely done from Zaijian.
Yeah.
Cryer going to chase it down. He's not going to get much, though. Yeah, another excellent play in the mid-jungle 2v2 from Pookie Bears.
Yeah, I mean, that steadfast presence is not just grounding Reppy to the floor. He's not able to jump out. Oh, and Thrall dashing forward, but I don't think they can get much of Vamps. Just going to be able to take that mid-tier 1 already.
Yeah, nice there from Vamps. There's a world where Thrall drops the culling and sees what he can do, but it's kind of a tight play. I think he'd rather play a little bit slower if you're Lucian Nami. Just now getting to the middle lane.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that the Nami was near enough to buff Lucian, so it's really hard to go for that play. You do so much less damage without that Mandate and that Nami buff.
Yeah, you gotta have the Mandate there. Mandate in the inventory now. A B actually doing quite nicely, I would say. Yeah. Hand over hand. A good Nami pick thus far.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen him perform a lot on this champion. He definitely is pretty good with those Aqua Prisons, I think. He lands them pretty often, and he's just performing really well, which I think is pretty standard of what I'd expect from him. He's just a really consistent player all around.
Here we go. Cozy's finally got that Candy Rukern we promised you about 10 minutes ago.
I don't feel like any of these guys are doing damage to each other. They're kind of just hitting each other a little, and not much is going on.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like it, right? A little bit of a slower game this go around. Both teams fairly evenly matched. It's kind of what you expect this late in the tournament.
I mean, yeah. Where this is the lower bracket in GSL, so both teams are fighting for their lives. Whoever loses this best of 3 is out. So really high stakes for both teams here. Really exciting match.
Yeah, really exciting. Thinking Cozy goes all in here in a second if Royal's not careful.
I don't know. I don't think Royal is taking that much damage. I mean, Cozy gonna go on to Royal a little bit, but I don't even know. Do these guys kill each other? Like, Royal is so taking... Ooh, there's a real fight going on there. Someone's gonna get stunned up. Oh, and Thrall goes down to Vamps with that Poppy engaged, and he's just dead, but Meanwhile, the top laners, I don't think much is happening here. Like, dude, I mean,
Any second now.
yeah.
All in, there we go.
He's going all out. He's going on, and Udyr, he's gonna pop that ghost. The ghosts are both pop. Cozy is on the chase, but he doesn't quite connect that Notofo strike. And
Yeah.
both top
Close.
laners. Oh, that one didn't connect either. Cozy doesn't have the all out anymore. The ghosts both expired, and they're just gonna look at each other. Oh, Kryra's here! It's not a 1v1 anymore! What will happen? Kryra gonna connect that Pillar of Flame, but doesn't quite connect that stun. And Royal just gonna walk away.
Yeah,
Unbothered
he's
on
just
this
out.
Udyr.
Yeah, unbothered is the correct term, yeah.
No, he's just gonna crash the wave.
He dodged everything. I don't think anything actually hit him there. No Notofo strikes. There's a couple things missing there from Brand as well. He walks out with just a little bit less than half of his HP. Really well done there from the Udyr. I'd like to see him start moving around the rest of the map and enforcing those advantages elsewhere, but you see all the waves are pushed in now for Pookie Bears. They're kind of sitting back in their laurels thinking, yep, we're going to spend this gold. Let's see what we can do about this dragon. Up in under a minute now. This will be the third dragon for Pulse. And this is where you want to start fighting over those objectives.
I mean, Reppy, he's hitting the tower with those little bombs. He's doing quite a bit of damage. And he might be able to get this, but not quite. He's gonna throw out a calling, but there's a wave, so it doesn't do much damage. Zaijian might be looking for something onto himself once again, but does not really have an angle so far. And here's Reppy, he's CPing. Oh, but there's a huge Valkyrie Thrall gonna be taken solo. The tidal wave is gonna connect, but it's not close enough. The Thrall is already down. This could be a disaster for Pulse if they continue to fight, but Cozy maybe trying to look for something more. They still have Reppy and Kryra alive, so Pulse still has plenty of damage, but will Pulse try to fight for this Drake, or will they have to just concede it? Because this is only Pookie Bear's first Drake.
It is. Vance.
Oh, and there's that huge Keeper's
Verdict. That's a jungler.
And Kryra not going to be able to smite it anymore, so Pookie Bear is probably just going to try to do this dragon and smite it, but oh, there's that Breath of Light. It's going to keep Vance alive for just a moment, but the all-out going to take him down huge from Cozy. Reppy going to push two people away from his and peel and heals Reppy and Kryra. They're going to look to kill one. They're going to look to kill another. They're on the chase. Zaijian trying to get away. Reppy flashing forward, has the bomb on Zaijian, and Reppy has that speed up from that Nami bubble, but is he gonna get it? Yes, he does. He's able to take down Zaijian. X-Royal gonna trade it back onto him though, but he might be in a bit of trouble here. Abi and Cozy trying to work on this Udyr, but I mean, they are not quite doing damage to him. I mean, here comes Kryra though. He has the damage, and he's just gonna be able to take X-Royal down. It's huge for Pulse. They get an ace in a 4v5.
Total raid boss mode there for Royal, just kind of stumbling around there towards the end, but it was a big health bar that Pulse had to cut through. They get through it eventually there. They get the third dragon as well. Miliana, huge for them, puts them on Dragon Soul point for the Hex Tech Dragon Soul. And with the amount of control they've had over these team fights thus far, I think it's a done deal here for Pulse. Pookie Bear back on the back foot after all this time. It was so even up to this point. Now they're down 3K.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure how Pulse ended up getting the Drake since Kryra was knocked away by that Keeper's Verdict so early in the fight, and I thought that for sure Zaijian could just smite it out. Oh, James might be caught out here by Enthrall. There's a calling, and he's just gonna go down. He's completely caught out.
Yeah, get us a close-up on him. You know what you did, James. You know what you did, but he gets that ultra on. You ran it down.
I mean,
into the jungle. No vision, man. Come on, what are we doing? But now the Milio will be up here in 10 seconds. Back out onto the map. Just a little pick for Enthrall. Brings him to 3-4-2. Doing all right, I would say. Not the best on the map.
No, not the best. I mean, he got caught out by the Corki package, so he basically just baited the Corki ability out, and that's why Pulse won the fight at Dragon Soul. You gotta give it to him. He made the necessary sacrifices. Yeah,
he's carrying.
Spell baiting is what we call it, you know?
Kryra's here now. He was spell baiting.
Oh, Enthrall gonna dash forward into Zaijian. Wow, he does quite a bit of damage. Also, Prison gonna have to be flashed there too. But Pulse, are they gonna try to look for something onto Vamps? Ooh, those Malignant rockets are doing a non-negligible amount of damage though.
Yeah. That is certainly one way of putting it. Not negligible whatsoever. Holy cow.
Yeah. What are Pulse trying to do here? The wave can't quite crash. I mean, Reppy's taken solo by this Pokemon. What is going on here? Zaijian manages to find Cozy, but Cozy is so tanky, he doesn't really care. And his health bar does not seem to be going down at all. And he's just gonna D in their faces, trying to proxy the wave, I guess, so Pulse can get the crash on, but
What?
I'm
Was
not
that
really sure
blind?
what's going on here.
He's hitting rockets blind over the walls and stuff. It's crazy. Somebody check
Yeah.
this guy's download file. What's going on? He misses that one. All right, he's fine. But,
Alright, ooh, Enthralled going forward a little bit. Has the calling is going to be thrown out. And that turret's going to go down, but Vamp's able to just get out of there.
He's just fine. With Melio, all things are possible. He's going to walk right out of this one and continue scaling up. Level 14 now on the Corki. 16 is when things get a little hairy for Pulse.
Yeah,
We're getting there any second now. Baron up. Both sides looking for vision control of the objective. They'll fight over that vision. Coming up on your screen in just a little bit. Big engage tools. I'm thinking you want to jump forward on Reppy. Get in there fast. Get in there early. And of course, your front lines have to get in there with you.
I think the main thing is Corki can't hit a multi-man package. We saw earlier how when Corki, even when he got that pick onto Enthralled and made the game a 4v5, Pulse still won. Because Corki did not have that package anymore. So I think that as long as Pulse can avoid having multiple people getting hit by that package, they will be fine. But
it's diamond hands on the
really
package from Miliana. I agree. I think that's going to help him out quite a bit. He's got to pick it up, though, at some point.
He might get caught here, though. Look at where Pulse is coming from. He's surrounded on all sides. He's looking to turn it on to Reppy, but Reppy is just jumping towards his team, towards this Nami to heal him up. And Vamp's just going to go down to that Tristana bomb. However, looks like Bear are looking to make a play as well, pushing this lane in while Pulse are on that Baron.
Baron falling now. Look at the damage coming out of Pulse's composition.
I mean, it's just the brand.
Objective. Yeah, the brand. You got 2 80 carries.
Yeah, brand
the,
just runs
bumping
through.
them up.
Brand just absolutely destroys objectives. It's crazy how much damage that guy does. Cozy just securing the wave. I mean, how tanky are Constantes? I just don't get it.
Yeah, we gotta do something about Kastante. Reppy looking to push down the top lane here as well with those Baron empowered minions. They'll get quite a bit out of this power play. I would imagine the waves are pushed in towards them, so they get all that gold from pushing them out and all the gold from the structures they'll take as well.
Ooh, I don't know about this TP. Cozy gonna TP into 3 people, and he's just gonna go right onto James and go all out onto James. James has to flash away from him too, but there's that fire kick. It's gonna peel himself off of Cozy, and Cozy, he's gonna get thrown away by that Keeper's Verdict, leaving Pulse a little exposed. But, oh, that's a huge package onto 2, and Thrall gonna go down immediately, and so is Kara B as well. It's an absolute disaster for Pulse. Cozy's still in the backline trying to get something onto Kindler, but Vamps is here to clean up the kill. Kindler trying his best to survive, and he does get to kite it out, and it's a huge play for the side of Pookie Bears. They're gonna get the dragon. They're gonna get 4 kills and so many shutdowns.
One of the better packages we've seen so far in this tournament, Miliana. They get that dragon away from Pulse, and a multi-man package laid down from Banks. Really solid stuff. Best Corki I've seen so far.
Yeah, I mean, definitely a monster performance by Vamps, and this is what we were talking about earlier, the multi-man package being the key for Pookie Bears to win this game, and Vamps did exactly that. He found it onto both of the carries of Pulse, Prior and the Throne, just burning down immediately, and a V soon to follow, just completely made Pulse lose the game, or lose the fight.
Certainly. Looks like, are we getting a little bug for you there? Oh yeah, he's got that machine gun going. Hopefully that's not on his end, or I would definitely uninstall the game. No thank you. But
I know what you mean. I hate the bug. You know what the bug I hated the most in League was, like, the invisible snowball Nunu? That had to be the dumbest. That was so
awful.
Dumb. Like, why?
There was one during preseason where if you walked up to the Rift Herald at the right time and aggroed it and then de-aggroed it, you would get the boss music for the rest of the game. That one was pretty bad. Did not like that.
That's so annoyed. Oh, Enthralled, just going forward, gonna chunk out Vamps a bit. I mean, they still have the Baron, the side of Pulse, so they can just siege and kind of. Ooh, that rocket. Ooh, that's quite a bit of damage.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's more perhaps than you could deal with if you're Enthralled. Might have to back off here.
Yeah, I mean, they have some sustain from the Nami, and Reppy's only man standing on Pulse with that Baron buff. He did not TP down to the fight as Dragon, I believe, so he was just pushing out top. I'm really not sure why.
Can't take too many of those rockets. Vance, you can see he's trying to stay off the vision. Throw a couple rockets here and there, trying to get the machine gun sound effect to stop playing. And it's just not going to happen for him.
No, it's not. I mean, a bit of an annoying bug with that machine gun, but I mean, I think this game is a lot on Vamps. Can he find a multi-man package? That is the name of the game. If he can find a 2-man, 3-man package onto the carries of Pulse, then I
There you
think
go.
it's just over. But if he's
Close.
not able to find that angle, then I think Pulse can just absolutely shred through the front line of Pookie Bears with that Brand, with that Lucian, with that Tristana.
Certainly here. Rocket's going to continue coming out of banks. The sustain from the Nami has been vastly undersold.
Definitely.
We'll engage here.
And that turret's just going to get exploded by the Tristana.
Yep. Oh, this is an interesting one.
Oh, what is going on here? Reppy, how did he get here? Reppy gonna try to jump out over the wall though. Does he survive? He flashes and he does live. Wow,
Nice.
I am not sure how he survived that, but good job.
Never seen a whole team throw themselves in front of the carry like that. That was really cute from Pulse, actually.
Yeah, I mean,
Reppy flashes out, Cozy dashes in front of him. It was nice.
I mean, Reppy, kind of a mistake there though. He's gonna not have flash for this next dragon fight. It's still Pulse's soul, and it is a huge soul to get for both teams.
Really, really is. I mean, at this point, Pookie Bears have the opportunity to quad stack Hextech Dragons, which could be really crazy if we move into the late game that far. And that's where Corky wants to be, right? He wants to be level 18.
Yeah.
He wants to be full build like that. So that's gonna be nuts. We'll go ahead and say the 10,000 damage rocket is coming, and we should all be afraid of it.
Definitely, but Zyjin could be a bit of trouble now. Reppy gonna jump forward, and here's a tidal wave as well. It's gonna connect onto Zyjin, and so is the Aqua Prison. He's taken so low, but Vamps, he's trying to turn it around. He does so much damage, but Cullen gonna count. He's gonna flash. He fails it over the wall. Oh no, Reppy gonna be able to claim a double kill onto Pookie Bears right before, or shortly before this dragon spawns.
Oh, he was doing so good. Yeah, get the close-up. He knows what he did. And a Corky strikes again, but I like the flash. I like the flash dodging a little bit of the culling, but it wasn't quite enough.
I think he meant to do it over the wall, but
yeah,
it looks like
I would think so.
Could try to get a lot off this push. They're looking for these inhibs, and without these inhibs, it's going to be really hard for Pookie Bears to leave the base and try and get the contest objectives.
Certainly, it'll be, looks like 2 inhibs here. Might even push it, and I think you drop back, try to set up for the dragon.
Yeah, I think Pulse are doing exactly that. Dragon coming up in just 30 seconds and Baron coming up in just 15 seconds means that Pulse need to drop back and try to take these objectives.
Cozy with the death bush of his own. Kryra and Enthralled will move up to cover as well. They'll try to blow somebody up. It's Zaijian walking in.
Oh, yeah, and looks like the fight has begun, and Cozy is going to be caught out a little bit. Is he going to go down? There's a tidal wave to try and help him out, but there's an all-out over the wall, and Cozy going to dash away, has the ghost and the blast, and he's going to make it out!
Wow!
Wow!
He really did it! I can't believe it!
I thought he was caught. I was like, oh no, he's going to die, and then they're going to get Baron or Dragon, and it's just horror.
My man was definitely dead. They'll set up for Baron now. Cozy having to take the reset. He's
got TP though. Wait, but they can they TP into the base? Yes, they are. Look at Reppy and Cozy. They're both TPing back into this base, and it's 2 more TPs to match that as well. But Enthrall has got a Kindler in the Baron pit in the meanwhile, and James and Zyjin look to be on the run. And seems like Cozy, a V, and Enthrall are doing this Baron now, but where is Clyra? Oh, but here's Vamps. It's a 2-man package and B. They can still has to flash away immediately. And Enthrall taken really low as well, trying to kite it away. Vamps does take him down though. Meanwhile, it seems like Reppy goes on a rampage and the B is so low as well. Reppy manages to kill Vamps though, and Zyjin is on the run. He is trying to get out, but he is probably not going to. Zyjin gonna go down to Reppy. It's a triple kill for him. And Pulse just gonna be able to take this Baron.
Miliana, it's Reppy's world. We're all just living in it. 10-3-2 on the Tristana. He takes down everybody, even after teleporting into the base, being shoved back and away by a member of Pookie Bears. He'll drop back onto the Baron, take down the objective, and take down Pookie Bears themselves. They rotate over now onto the Dragon, and I think that's got to be curtains for Pookie Bears.
Oh, definitely. I mean, this Hextech So is going to be so frustrating for Pookie Bears to play against. With 2 inhibitors down as well, I'm not sure when they're respawning, but it is just an absolute disaster. I mean, Pookie Bears can only try to push out the waves as far as they possibly can and try to defend the base when Pulse inevitably do come knocking on their Nexus.
Credit to Vamps. He had to make a hero play with the package, and that's exactly what he tried to do. It was a good package as well. 2-3 members of Pulse sitting right on top of that package. He connected the rockets down, kills enthralled, lays low a B, but it's just not enough. Reppy's able to take him down in the end. Really, really tight fight there. But yeah, Reppy's just a little too good. We still got the machine gun roll
Yeah.
near throws for the Corky.
I mean, Pulse, they've got 3 damage carries. I mean, if Vamps can't kill all of them, then it's just really difficult for Pookie Bears to win, because Vamps just will get killed by whoever still stands.
You like to see it. We didn't mention it about 5 minutes ago. Royal got their own Koenig Ruger, so doesn't take too much damage themselves either.
Yeah, it looks like these 2 tanks are just kind of doing that thing again where they hit each other for 5 minutes straight and don't lose any HP.
We brought up kill threat a number of times this game. I don't think there's such thing that even exists anymore between these two.
No, I don't.
I think it would take a few
minutes.
Wow.
Wow! Did you see that chunk from that Corky? But the Nami sustain coming in really nice. I mean, the throw just...
Yeah, he's already back.
He's getting it back, yeah. Like, I mean, he's already... You know, I thought that it's gonna go falling onto Vamps, but it doesn't quite put it in the Throg. Wow, that redemption did so much healing. The Throg got chunked so hard by those little rockets there. But it looks like Pulse are knocking on the doors of Pookie Bears. There's so many inhibitors down. I mean, I think all 3 are down. It's going to be the double super minion waves. Really tough for Pookie Bears to try and clear.
Not a situation anybody wants to find themselves in. Cozy, he's pressuring. Kimmler's got to hit him. This is on hit Varus. So he can cut through if he needs to, but it's going to be a close fight.
Oh, but here's that Chains of Corruption. Oh no, it's a disaster. It's all going to go down. There's a Breath of Light 2 heal. The side of Pookie Bears a little bit. Kimmler, oh, he's gonna go down to Kryra in exchange. Zygen able to not quite connect that. What just happened actually? He buffered the rocket jump, I guess. I've never seen that before. That is quite interesting. Vamps is so low. He needs to go back into the base and get a heal, but Ux Royal, he's gonna go down. He's just not tanky enough, it seems, and the Nexus Towers of Pookie Bear is gonna drop down so fast, and Impulse is able to take this first game.
An incredible game from Pulse, Miliana, the core 3, Reppy, Kryra, Enthralled. Incredible there. I don't know if you can let them have this Tristana again. The double marksman composition with the brand jungle, that is just way too much damage. I mean, you can't fight in these team fights. You can't anti-siege your structures. It's just not a winnable situation for you. I think you got to ban one of these champions.
I mean, it is Fearless, right? So I don't think Pulse will be able to play any of those champions again, to be fair.
Certainly. I'm trying to think of like another marksman they could play other than Lucian and Tristana in the middle lane.
Oh, well, in mid lane, you have to play Jace for AD.
Nice. Okay, we could get the Jace there for Reppy.
Yeah. Or you can play Ezreal, but I don't think Reppy plays Ezreal or Jace.
Very true. Very true. But a close game nonetheless.
Yeah. All right. Wait, so are you just